Alright, what's up everybody? We are on Season 2, Episode 17 of The Flash. I gotta say that this show is doing a great job at making you kind of instantly forget about the sort of main episode threat that you were dealing with in the last episode. Anytime that they end a particular episode, because they give you, like more food for thought, that's just making you think back to everything that happened so far. And obviously right now we're basically coming to this conclusion that Zoom actually is Jay Garrick. And that's, of course, what they revealed already in the episode before the last one. But at the same time, I still felt like I didn't fully buy it or something. You know what I mean? Like something fishy was going on. But now, yeah, when you really think about it, it all sort of lines up, right, with what Jay Garrick actually told us the entire time about him being sick and, needing a cure for his disease or whatever. It's literally what Zoom is apparently, going after Barry for, and why he needs to, have his speed, I guess, or whatever, right? He figures that Barry is the cure to him, getting better again. Man, and it made me think back to, and I very briefly checked out the second episode, because I know that's where Jay Garrick came into the picture, and he started kind of talking about how he got here, right? And he literally, he had this story about he was fighting Zoom at the time, and it's their their singularity event, I think, right? That kicked off the season or whatever, that got him lifted up or whatever and created these portals, and it's what suddenly made him show up here. But actually, probably that really was a made-up story on his end, right? Like, he wasn't actually fighting Zoom, he is Zoom. And Zoom just sent... I mean, I still don't understand the technicalities of it, because clearly him and Zoom or whatever were still two separate entities. So that Zoom, Jay, whatever the fuck, but did he clone himself? Or how exactly did he create the second version of him that went on the cover, if you know what I'm saying? Well, again, that's the conclusion that we seem to be arriving at, right? It's that's basically how it worked. But I'm still, again, not entirely sure about the technicalities, which is why I'm having a hard time putting all this stuff into words in the first place. But yeah, with that being said, so, I mean, I guess now it's time for us to go after him, right? And I guess the whole thing with Caitlyn really was, fake on his end, and he's just been pulling a Harrison, right? It's like Barry has been getting betrayed yet another time by a character out there. Fucking crazy, dude, because, at first it seemed like new Harrison was already technically kind of betraying us by working together with Zoom for a while, right? Then, of course, he went back to the good side. Now it's like, no, we still ended up getting betrayed by Zoom himself. And by Jay Garrick, actually, I should rather say, right? So, where is this all going to go? I guess we'll have to find out. Of course, a couple more things happened in the most recent episode, namely that Iris, seems to be getting together here with that guy who started working at her office, right? Basically leading the place. Scott, I think he is called. I really like him. I like him because he's the kind of guy that, just seeks the truth, and he doesn't... I think he is the guy that doesn't want to let his biases get to him, but simultaneously, last episode we simply saw that he was off, right? He saw something and he wanted to investigate it. Iris's intuition, well, it's not actually her intuition, because she literally knows. I mean, she knows who the Flash is, and so therefore she knew that the bad Flash that was going around obviously wasn't actually the Flash. But still, I guess sometimes intuition can beat, going through the effort of investigating something. But then again, I mean, he's the kind of guy, like I said, that's just seeking the truth. And yes, he might be, oftentimes looking for something where there is nothing there. But at the same time, I feel like he's the kind of guy that's ready to admit when there truly isn't anything there. And so he was open to actually getting proof to his theory being wrong. And this is exactly why I like him, because I feel like, that's sort of how I tend to operate, if you know what I'm saying, right? So anyway, he's getting together with Iris here, which is definitely catching me a little bit off guard. I mean, I know that the relationships in these shows can very much be temporary, right? That's something that we've learned already, and I feel like, unfortunately, this is going to be a temporary case. I don't see it lasting necessarily very long, but at the same time, kind of happy for him right now. And other than that, Harrison's daughter actually took off for Opal City, which I haven't looked up, whether Opal City is supposed to be tied to one of the other, shows in this universe. I would presume that to be the case, but so I don't know if we would see her show up in a different kind of show or something, or what they're exactly setting up there. I mean, I do expect we're still gonna be seeing her back, to be fair, because it's kind of weird how she just takes off, and would Harrison actually let her Like, I mean, they're still gonna remain in contact, right? It's like she's not just saying, yeah, thanks for everything, Dad, and I'm just gonna go my own way now and I'll never talk to you again. Like, that wouldn't make any sense either. So, I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to seeing where this new episode is going to go. And of course, guys, if you enjoy my reactions to The Flash, then you'll be able to get early access to the next 12 plus episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be, as always, linked on top of the description. So go and check it out. Full-length reactions are going to be up there too if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. And you can also sign up as a free member and watch at least the next episode already right now as well. With that being said, let's dive into this new episode.
I let it happen again. I trusted someone I shouldn't have. Jay Garrick. Zoom. Just like I trusted Harrison Wells.
Yep. That's literally the comparison I made, right? It's like getting betrayed a second time.
I made the same mistake twice. I thought they wanted to teach me how to use my powers, train me to get faster, but they didn't come here to help me. They came to use me and take everything I love away from me.
Dude, always trusting the good intentions. I mean, you know, let it be a lesson. Like, I don't know how many more times this could possibly occur.
I'm gonna crack the code, figure out how to improve my speed. I'm gonna train harder, get stronger, and run faster than anyone's ever run before. And then I'm gonna stop Zoom.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you're kind of contributing to his plan, though. He wants you faster and stronger, too, because that will help him out, right? But you also need it to take him down. So it's a double-edged sword.
After running some comparative data, it appears that you, Reverse Flash, and Zoom are moving your legs at essentially the same speed.
Then why are they so much faster than him?
Best I can tell, with each stride, their feet spend less time on the ground, thus propelling them forward much faster.
By almost 30%. Great. All right, well, I gotta make up that difference somehow.
Okay, so how do we practically accomplish that?
What if the reason you haven't been able to run as fast as him yet is because you just can't?
Nah, I'm sorry. Like, can't is not something we're gonna believe in here. It's just not how it works. I wonder, though, if Caitlin, you know, even though she expresses that she wants to take him down just as badly, I can't help but think that she would be clouded by her past experiences. And it only, you know, is logical if she were. But, I mean, I'd want to be like, well, I still want to kind of understand what happened here, though, because, like I said, Jay and Zoom were definitely two separate entities regardless. So how did he even accomplish that? I want to get an answer to that.
So, I
Share the news.
kind of went on a date.
With who?
The new editor at CCPN.
Damn, dude, just when last episode they started talking about this potential, you know, inevitable situation of them being together in the future.
Your boss?
Okay, I mean, it wasn't like that. He's a really nice guy. He's sweet.
I see, Iris, so that's how you're trying to get to the top.
It all makes me think about Eddie. I think about him every day, Barry. It just feels wrong.
I know for a fact that Eddie would want you to find love again.
Yeah, I know, but
Look, Iris.
Man, yeah, she's still just not over it. And it's only understandable, you know, that she isn't. Like, it's really, when you think about it, it's really not even been that long.
My advisor loved my engine designs and even asked me to help her out with one of her engineering projects.
okay, big man on campus.
It's not that big a deal.
It's a great opportunity, and you should take it because life doesn't give those out all the time. Isn't that right, Barry?
Yeah. Yeah. What is the project about?
Oh, shit. Yo, he's a little preoccupied, though. With what? Like, just with the realization that she is bound to be dating somebody else?
Trying to push the speed limits with smaller propulsion systems.
Yeah, that's cool.
Where do you even start?
Well, I really like to read the journals of the classic engineers. So their engine designs, how they increase horsepower, and learn from the best, I guess.
I gotta go.
You haven't even touched your food.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I just realized the key to a case I've been working on, so I'm gonna just thank you, Wally.
Yeah, he realized something by him saying that. I'm guessing... I mean, it obviously has to do with him, you know, hoping to get his speed up, but whose journals is he thinking of reading? Do they still have some stuff from Jay there, potentially?
You mean the old Harrison Wells? As an Eobard Thawne, you want him to teach you how to run faster.
Oh.
That's rich.
How are you going to do that?
By running back to a time last year.
And what about the other you, the one from that other timeline?
I'll knock him out with something. I mean, it's not like he'll see me come in, and then I'll have Wells teach me.
Dude, Jesus fucking Christ, how complicated is this going to get? Like, which time are we traveling back to now? Is it going to be the time that Eobard showed up this season? Probably not, right? It's actually gonna be a time back from season 1 now. Fucking hell.
What do you guys think?
Your plan is asinine.
Look who's saying it.
You have any idea how many things you could screw up?
All I need is one conversation with Dr. Wells.
He's not Wells.
Thawne.
I'm Wells. This man has been studying you for 15 years. For 15 years. And you don't think he's gonna know who you are?
Barry's pretty good at impersonating himself. You should have seen him over there in Earth 2. I was like, somebody get this man an Oscar.
He will know, Alan. He will know.
All right, then what am I supposed to...
Right, because the only version of Eobard that we can, or that we should, want to revisit is actually the one that knows all about Barry, or whatever, right? How the hell is he going to want to help you out, though? So that ultimately things can... Yeah, like, No, that... What the fuck? Like, that means that Eobard is kind of creating Barry to become the version that he will fight in the future, and... Okay, yeah.
If Thawne figures out that it's you, the timeline will be altered. People can die. Others could live, and no one will know who or what will be affected. But I promise you, when you come back, things will be different.
Oh, so he's going to tackle it in an undercover type of way. How?
Do you really think you can do this?
Yeah, I do. When I went back last year and I saw my mom die, it didn't affect the timeline.
Yeah, but you haven't really time traveled on purpose like this before.
I have to do this, you guys.
I mean, Barry, are you saying that it's actually impossible to alter the timeline? You know what I mean? Like, okay, the first time it didn't, so I guess the second time it won't either. It's kind of destined to not happen. Is that how I'm supposed to read that? Like, I will always pull it off?
You're gonna go back to the time when Wells was distracted by the return of the major jackass, Hartley Rathaway. Also, remember, do not underestimate Hartley. He almost killed you.
This is a trank dart.
Yeah, well, if I remember correctly, if my memory serves me well, then Cisco had his own experience with him.
No matter what, you must keep the timeline intact. It's gonna be hard to course correct if anything gets altered, so get what you need and come back, preferably to this moment, this exact time you're leaving, or else you might set off some kind of 12 monkeys time loop you'll never get out of. No pressure. Yeah, cool. So,
Dude, for them it's gonna be like that scene in Harry Potter where Harry and Hermione like walk out the door or whatever, right? Actually, no, wait, they just like, they time travel on the spot, right? Using the thing, and then they walk back into the door while Ron is just sitting there in bed like, what the fuck did you just show up here? It's like nothing actually happened except suddenly they just appeared somewhere else. Huh. Oh. Dude, speaking of, with Eddie being mentioned to by Iris, is this actually going to be the episode? Are we actually going to see Eddie back? I was expecting to see him back in Earth 2, but we might actually see him here, dude. Oh, man. I'm already feeling conflicted.
Oh, no, I'm too early.
You know my name. I know some names, too.
Yep.
This is not a good start.
Yeah, I recall this scene, though.
something's interfering with his comms. Barry!
I can hear the radio waves
Yeah, I remember this.
emanating from your suit.
This could still work.
About 1900 megahertz.
I mean, he didn't interfere anything yet, though. But I think, but I do kind of wonder if you go back to season 1 now that they accommodated for this. Probably not, right? Because that would be too elaborate and crazy.
Will they hear you die?
No. They're gonna hear you get your ass kicked.
Okay.
I am so cool. Oh.
Who are you? I don't have time to explain this to you right now.
Oh. What the fuck was he gonna do?
I don't understand. You're me. I'm sorry. I have to do this, so it'll make sense eventually.
No, okay, yeah. No, yeah, that makes sense. Like, he really is trying to make him just pass out so he can take over. Basically exactly like what he did in Earth 2, right?
Gotcha again. Looks like you're not as smart as everyone says, huh?
Smart enough to have figured out who Harrison Wells really is. You see, I know his secret.
So do we. You're not the only one anymore, actually. I'm having a hard time figuring out how this does not interfere with the timeline, though, because that's what they said it wasn't supposed to do. But, I mean, the other Barry has definitely seen you now, right? And he's going to continue thinking about that. Like, the way he found out about the time travel was seeing his own reflection, I think, or whatever, when he was sprinting, right? That's the thing that, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there is any explaining this away.
Scanner's picking up foreign metallic objects in your ears. Take them out.
I can't. I suffered head trauma when Star Labs exploded. My hearing was severely damaged. Without these, I'm in pain you can only imagine.
Yeah. I recall that he did escape, though, yeah.
Cisco, see if the devices in his ears are generating any low-level electromagnetic pulses.
Oh, shit.
You want me to scan for E-bombs?
I mean, don't you think that could have been what was interfering with the comms?
Yeah, no, so he really is. I mean, he's not looking to keep things intact here necessarily at all, right? Like, he's actually giving Cisco what he needs now to figure out that this thing could explode on him, so it's not going to happen. Is that not going to be problematic?
Pump in some sound stimuli to counteract his tinnitus. And we'll make some non-explosive replacements for him. Deal with
Fucking
you
hell.
later.
I had almost forgotten about the wheelchair. This is bringing back my PTSD.
So that was quite an observation you had about Hartley in there, Mr. Allen.
Yeah, it just seemed too easy, taking him down, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, the likely reason for that is you're getting faster.
Speaking of that, you got some more tips?
Well, I've been learning different techniques involved in running, and I was thinking that there's just as much science involved in speed as anything physical or technical. I just can't figure out how to apply it to me when I run.
This is quite the speed equation you concocted here, isn't it, Mr. Allen?
Okay, so I guess he's going to specifically ask him about the strategy of, like, you know, like not putting your feet on the ground as much.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Eddie. Must have been a good lunch.
Iris is the first girlfriend I've ever lived with, so it's all very new and exciting.
Ooh, yes, exciting, no.
Sorry.
God.
Somehow I keep forgetting you're her dad.
Nah, listen, I don't want Eddie to come back and for Joe to just give him a tough time. All the scenes that he's going to be in.
I was thinking about what you said about Wells, how there's something off about him. Go back to his house. Search everything.
Do we actually know that he put Eddie up to this? I'm trying to remember that, but I don't think we know that he did. Holy fuck. What the fuck is this? Yo. What the hell? I do think we just saw this weird skeleton ghost, right? Was it when Barry time traveled and we just like saw a couple of things, you know, in the blue stream?
CCPD.
I'm sure they have it handled, right?
No. You need to go. Run, Barry.
Side quest. Can't focus on the training for now, unfortunately. Well, this will technically qualify as training. Maybe you can give you tips along the way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they call that highly ineffective.
No sign of it outside. It just disappeared. Hey, Bear.
Hey,
Oh,
Eddie.
man.
Any idea what that thing could be?
No, I don't. No, not yet. If
Yeah.
I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Man is kind of trying to adapt to the situation, just like I am.
I'm gonna check in with Iris. Let her know I'm okay.
Great.
All right, see you, Bear.
I mean, I wonder what was actually up with the one cop guy who was in this room looking at the map and stuff. I assume, yeah. I mean, I assume, you know, he wasn't here for any malicious reasons, right? Like, they just had to have somebody get attacked by the crazy ghost guy.
Look, I know you told Iris that you love her, but you said you'd move past this whole Eddie and Iris thing.
Joe, I have.
Then why are you being so weird to Eddie?
Okay, look, I'm sorry. Let me just take care of all this, okay? I'll talk to you later, I promise.
Fine. But soon.
Yeah. It sucks, dude. I mean, it's not as difficult of a situation as it was back on Earth 2, where like everybody's different and you want to tell them all so much. Here it's just basically about Eddie. Like, okay, yeah, you know, like you obviously can't tell them that, you know, you're reacting that way because Eddie is gonna die and this is like your only time being able to see him again. But still, it's difficult for me too because I like Eddie so much as a character.
What's going on?
Oh, you know, just trying to figure out how to find this Dementor that's apparently roaming through Central City right now.
I assume that was the cause of the CCPD alarm.
Damn, speaking of Harry Potter, yeah, that's a perfect comparison to make.
No, I didn't see it. No, I didn't. Well, I didn't get there in time, but I have seen it before.
Suspicious.
Where?
It was earlier today, actually, when I was running to take Hartley down.
Uh-huh. You're just mentioning this now.
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was some sort of illusion. I don't know.
Okay, well, we need to find it before it hurts somebody.
Can you track it?
Interesting. So that's actually when it was, because I'd already forgotten it, and I'm just gonna scroll back real quick to see if I can find that moment. I don't know how it happened anymore, guys. But yeah, we saw that thing, of course, pop up already. I literally forgotten already where exactly and when we saw it.
Is this about the speed equation?
Matter of fact, it is.
Oh, great. Okay, good. So you figured it out.
Oh, holy fuck!
I figured it out.
Oh shit! He didn't buy it, dude. I think he actually like, yeah, he's fully caught on to that. This is not the actual Barry he's supposed to be dealing with. Time to have an honest talk.
Now, who are you? I mean, who are you, really?
Actually, really, Barry.
None of it adds up. The interference with the comms, the speed equation, the time wraith. That's what we call them. Time wraiths. I thought, oh no. A time wraith has found me, but then I thought, no. You know what you're doing. No, the time wraith is after someone who's traveled through time.
Ha!
And doesn't know what they're doing.
Interesting, man. So the time wraiths actually are like a phenomenon, basically, that can occur, I guess, when there is any time traveling involved. I mean, you know that when Harrison locks you up in this room, he's confident. He's confident that you are not who you're saying you are.
Dr. Wells, come on, it's me. It's Barry. I don't...
Really? You are good, and I would believe you, except that. Nothing. I move like this. You barely flinch.
Yo, the funny thing is that you can really be upfront with him. Just say, yeah, I'm Barry from the future. But simultaneously, that's giving away to him, I guess, that he'll be defeated, actually.
You're from the future. Do you know how I know that? Because I haven't taught my Barry Allen how to phase through objects. Yet.
Let me out of here, Thawne.
Why are you here?
Because I want to go faster, and you're the only one who can teach me. You're the only one who's figured out the equation. The Speed Force.
Dude, this is so good, man. I can't stress out enough how technically what we're seeing right now is no different from the show that we're currently watching, right? Like, these are still the same characters that we're dealing with all the time, but in a completely different context. It's so well done.
You'd only come here if something went wrong. If you're still alive. And that means
I'm dead.
I haven't beaten you.
Yeah.
If you're still alive, that means my plan fails.
Oh, fuck. Yo, you're about to give this guy depression over here, man. I mean, I don't know how it works. Can he, like, defeat this Barry and then that way set things right and give the current Barry or the... Well, it's not the current... The Barry that he's dealing with, like... Is he basically resetting that process and could he potentially still, you know, like, have his plan succeed?
I don't get to go home, and if that's the case, well then...
Hey! It's the opposite. It's the opposite. We turn on the accelerator to create a path for you to go home. I go back in time. You go back to yours. You won.
Oh.
Why are you here? Why are you here now?
Okay, so we kind of resolved it. Well, I was going to say, that means, didn't we actually resolve it in a mutually gratifying way? He's basically talking about, no. He's talking about the situation, how it could have unfolded back in episode 23, right? That's what Harrison would have wanted. Yeah, fair.
Just one thing. It occurs to me. I don't need you. Not this you, certainly.
I mean, yeah.
Oops.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he's got no incentive to help you, because it's like, okay, with the other Barry, we're going to get to the solution that I ultimately want, so... Exactly, what's the point?
You kill me. Barry. This Barry, your Barry. He learns it all. There's a hidden letter telling him how it ends, how to beat you. Everything. Anything happens to me, you never make it back home.
Dude, I don't even want to try anymore to, like, try and think that all through, because I feel like it's gonna fuck up my brain, and I'll never be able to recover.
No. You're gonna help me get faster.
Oh, God.
I want to know how these work.
I'll tell you, just kill the music.
Man, it's been a long time since I've been rickrolled. Dude, I wish we could go back to the days where that used to be such a big thing on YouTube, man. YouTube was something else back then. Oh, shit. Oh! I was about to say, what is causing the rumbling? I mean, I was actually questioning, like, yeah, who are we going to go after by the end of this episode still? Is it going to be Hartley, or is it going to be our Dementor friend?
Inside the cell now.
Sorry, what's coming?
Well, that's...
Harry Potter.
That is the best place to hide. Dude, I love how they both called it out as a Dementor. You know, nerds will be nerds, right? That's what they got in common.
I rigged these gauntlets to emit a destructive signal if ever they're disarmed.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's one way to use your technology for good for once. Appreciate it.
I'm sorry that we didn't come sooner.
It's all right. Inky's gone. I don't see anything.
I mean, it's actually nice to have the other team, you know, be able to pull it off. Not needing Barry for once.
The two places the thing has attacked are here and CCPD, the common denominator being...
Me. Yeah, I know. I don't know why.
Well, you must have done something to piss him off.
I know why.
Satellite hasn't found anything.
We need to find a more permanent solution to this problem. Start by repairing Hartley's gauntlets. This is as good a first step as any.
I mean, I still don't know really what the deal is with one of those things. You know what I mean? Like, okay, it shows up if you time travel. Is it trying to actually, you know, like, collect you and... Well, it's not trying to get you to the right place, right? It's probably just trying to kill you, actually, to, that way, correct the current timeline.
You don't know how to stop a time wraith?
None of us do. That's why we always try and avoid them in our travels.
We?
Speedsters, we're not the only two out there, you know.
This isn't the first time I've time traveled. How come I've never seen one of these until now?
Because you ran out of luck. And time races hate it when speedsters manipulate the timeline. And now that thing's gonna do everything it can to end you.
Yeah, I'm guessing this Harrison knew plenty about the other Earths and stuff as well, right?
You're gonna go to CCPD, you're gonna see what you can find and help us stop this thing. I'll do the same here.
What am I supposed to be looking for?
You're in forensics, figure something out.
Hey, what about the equation, me getting faster?
If we don't stop this thing, there's gonna be no point in me teaching you anything.
Man, yeah, at this point, we might actually end up needing a whole another episode to get Harrison to actually help us out.
Hey, Eddie, do you have a second?
I kind of gotta go check out a lead for Joe.
Okay, actually, this is for Iris's birthday.
That's 2 months from now.
Yeah, no, I know, you're right. I just, I want to make a video montage for her. Just everybody in her life and how her being in your life has made it better.
Oh, dude.
I'll think of something to say.
Oh, dude, no, he's gonna actually, like, record this video or whatever for her in the future. Fucking hell, man, that's perfect.
I know, I really, I kind of have to get it today.
Sure.
All right, great. Just, speak from the heart. Talk as if it was the last thing you could ever say to her. Okay?
Wow.
Go ahead.
What does Iris mean to me? Well,
Dude, it low-key feels bad manipulating him for this. Because in a way it feels like that, right? But then again, you know that Eddie, knowing what he did, and like the Eddie in the future would have wanted us to do this to the Eddie in the past, right? To like actually have him record something like this for them. So it isn't, but still, it's dude, man, so conflicting, all this stuff.
Where is he? Where's the other Flash? Right here.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh man, he came to his senses.
Okay, so who are you?
Who is he? Who are you?
Dude, this is the Spider-Man meme pointing at each other. This is bad though, because they were not supposed to know any of this. It was okay keeping it contained to Harrison, but this is, yeah, this is bad.
I am you, Barry, just different.
Wait a second, how do we know which one's the real Barry?
Dude, okay, I've watched Wrath of Khan with you like 5 times.
Imposter!
Yeah, and every time at the end you turn to me and you say, I have been and always shall be your friend.
Ha, you imposter!
Man, dude, this whole conflicting mess right here is actually kind of what I had expected your average superhero show to be. However, the one thing that I should point out is that I would have expected it to not make any sense. And like, this is what I'm so impressed by when it comes to The Flash, is that everything can logically be explained. And, you know, when he said like, oh, it's your doppelganger. No, not yet. It's like, you know exactly what he means with that, right? And yeah, again, like, I think it's actually really well written. And I love that about it.
Guys, I'm sorry this was not supposed to happen. The trank dart that Caitlin made was supposed to last a lot longer.
I did not give him a trank dart.
Okay, no, yes, not you. The you from the time that I am from.
He's gonna admit to it all as well. I guess there's no going back.
Are we saying I can time travel? One day.
Oh, that explains the white on the symbol.
Yeah, because Man is finding out early now. I mean, this is what I'm saying, but what consequences is this exactly going to have to our current, you know, like, fuck, I never know how to explain these things, but to the actual timeline of season 2, let's say.
You stop talking too, all right? The more you say, the more the timeline is disrupted. Now, I'm going to assume that your presence here is the reason that thing is attacking us.
What? What thing?
Have you ever seen The Frighteners? It's sort of like that, but scarier and faster, and it's after you, after him.
Yeah, it's been chasing me ever since I got.
And I love how Harrison is like acting now that this is him finding out for the first time too. It's like, it's all so perfect.
If you think that I'm gonna hold your hand this entire way, you're sadly mistaken. Everything you need is on this drive. You follow its instructions. You will enhance the speed force in your system and run faster than you ever thought possible.
This doesn't work. I'm coming back.
Dr. Wells, we need you.
Time to go home. Flash.
Well, that'll work. If it was that simple.
Okay, our satellite has finally found our floating friend, and it's coming back.
You need to go. I need to know how to stop it.
Barry.
Not now.
Wait,
When I
who's
get
who
back,
now?
You guys have a year to figure it out.
Dude, I can't even tell anymore now who is who. Like, did they actually make the switch in terms of the fucking emblem too, or did they not?
It's coming.
You need to leave now.
Okay. Okay, so old symbol is still New Barry. Oh, not anymore. Fuck. New symbol is New Barry. Good to know. Huh. Wow.
It's not working. It's slowing him down.
Not for long.
Okay, yeah, so really all that we're doing is basically just like trying to activate the time travel again, I guess, right? And take the Dementor with us. Is like, would it automatically get defeated if we were to just go back? Like, would it just clear? Are we gonna have to fight it in our own world? Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, no, that's one way to deal with it too. Huh.
It's coming.
Did you even go?
The time race.
That's a good name.
Looks like that's a yes.
Did you figure out how to stop it?
Shit, man.
Damn, we thought so.
Oh. Yo, I can't believe Cisco actually thought he was prepared. Dude, I got so many thoughts running through my mind, man. This show goes by too fast. But it's like, okay, fuck, so he did actually come back with us. I'm still trying to understand, though, how this whole experience did not fuck up the first season of The Flash. You know what I mean? With them like knowing a bunch of stuff earlier, this and that.
Barry!
Ooh. Oh! Yo, it's aging him. Look at that. That is hideous. Wow.
I suddenly realized low frequency, high intensity.
I knew that.
Oh, hey, Barry.
Wait.
How was your trip?
They used actual fucking Hartley for this again? Where was Hartley actually hanging out at in our current time? Like, wasn't he locked up still? Dude, this episode is too much. For somebody like me, this episode is too much. Because you all know me. I can't casually watch this shit and not think 1,000 things while it's happening, right? I feel like I need 2 hours of sleep after this episode alone. And it's the afternoon.
If you need anything in the future, call me. I'm off to a late dinner.
Dinner. Anyone special?
Barry. My parents.
Okay, so we're actually like gonna be buddy-buddy with him now, I guess. Yeah, that's, you know, that's actually nice.
Maybe it's password protected? Are you kidding me? After everything I just went through, this doesn't even work.
I was gonna say, it'll work. Otherwise, we can always go back for a round 2.
Hey.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Although it turns out it's easier to find a 2-ton gorilla on this earth than a teenage daughter. I don't know what I've done.
You did what you thought you had to do.
So she really did just like leave without a trace, and he's just left trying to track her down.
All I needed was my science, for my job, for my joy and happiness. And then, the moment we had her, all that I wanted was her love. Now,
That's always what they say, right? Life-changing experience, yeah. I wouldn't know yet.
Hey.
Hey, I put your plate from dinner in the fridge.
I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. He's gonna show the video.
It's been almost a year already. Can you believe that?
It's the thing, Iris. Everything keeps moving forward. Question is, when will you?
I don't know, Barry.
Well, I found something that I think might help. I was putting together this little video montage for your birthday last year with everybody, and everything happened.
Oh, and I just completely forgotten that I got Eddie to record something, and I just found it. Yeah, okay, that's just how he's gonna play it off.
What does Iris mean to me? Wow. You know, a lot of times I have a hard time figuring out what to say to people, but when it comes to you, Iris, I don't. Because with you, everything that used to feel tough just doesn't anymore. You deserve the world, Iris. You deserve to be happy the rest of your life, and no one wants that more for you than me. Happy birthday, baby. I love you.
Man.
I love you too.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, he really put that... Well, he really said the most emotion-evoking things that he could possibly say to her.
Sometimes the only way to move forward is to revisit the things in your past that were holding you back. You have to deal with them head on, no matter how scary they may be. Because once you do, you'll see that you can go further than you ever imagined.
I'm coming for you.
Time to focus back on the main mission. I can't wait. Alright guys, anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and of course you can get early access to the next 12 plus episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Go and check it out. You can also sign up as a free member and watch the next episode already right now. So, I'll see you there.